All right, guys, so 3.2 smartphones. The function P gives the number of people in millions who own a smartphone T years after 2000. So P, so it gives the number of people in millions who own a smartphone. So I'm going to label that as our output. Oops, I'm going to put it under input. So our output is P, which is the number of people that's in the millions who own smartphones. Oops. Sorry guys, the notification was Ms. Holt trying to have a Zoom meeting with me. We'll get back to her after my video. So our input is T years after 2000. And I don't know if you heard that, but there's my husband in the background, despite the fact that I told him to be quiet. So, continuing on. Sorry guys, struggle with this video. What does each equation tell us about the smartphone ownership? So P of 17, so that's T years since 2000. So this would be 2017. And so we'd have 2,320,000 people own smartphones. So in 2017, 2.32 million. I'm gonna write it like that so I don't have to do all the zeros. People, actually it would be not, just the same number with million on the end. 2,320 million people own smartphones. So P of negative 10, okay, so 2000 is what we're counting from. So 10 years before that would be 1990. So in 1990, and the output is the millions of people that own smartphones. So we would just have 0 million or 0 people own smartphones. Which makes sense because smartphones were not invented yet. This was before even I was born. Okay. All right, keeping going. So use function notation to represent each statement. So in 2010, so that would be P of 10 because it's 10 years after 2000. The number of people who own smartphones was 296,600,000. So it'd be 296.6. So basically, because we're counting in the millions, we just are going to cut off the 6 zeros. So in 2015, so P of 15, 1.86 billion people own smartphones. So to get in the millions, I got to move it 3 times. We got some decimal practice here. So 1,860 million people owned smartphones. Maya's curious about the value P of t equals 1,000. What would the value t tell Maya about the situation? So if t is the unknown, so the number of years after 2000, when 1,000 million people own smartphones. Is 4 a possible value of t here? Let's see. Well, if we know that in 2010, it was 296.6 million, I would probably think that it would be no. Okay. And that's just because P of 10 equals 296.6. So P of 4 would probably be lower than that. Right? Because the number of people that own smartphones is going up, probably somewhat plateaued by now because almost everyone has one. it's not going down. So we're going to sketch a graph of our function. So we know p of negative 10 is 0, so I'm going to put in those. We know p of 17 is 2,320. 17 is 2,320, so it's up here. What else do we know? P of 10 is 296.6. Oops, so it'd be like right here. And I think that's all the points we have. P of 15 is 1,860. So it's probably looking like it's probably going to stay 0 for a while. I don't know when it starts climbing. Whenever the smartphone came out, which I believe was like 2006 maybe. And then it started, I know the iPhone I think was 2009. And then it's been kind of steadily climbing since. So that's going to be my graph. Your graph might be a little different, but it should be pretty flat in the beginning because nobody owns one until it's invented, and then it starts slowly climbing up. Which is why for B on 3B, P of 4 probably doesn't make sense because there's not going to be that many people that own it yet.